to my vice chair for paving the way last year. Let's get them all done. So we're moving as quickly as we can to get these out of the committee so we can get the full Senate to pass them and hopefully see them enacted into law. These bills cover important issues for Native people, public health and safety, forestry, the legacy of federal Indian boarding school policy, restoration of tribal lands and water issues. Actually, 10 of the bills we're considering are Indian water rights settlements. These water rights settlements are the way that we help tribal nations obtain safe, reliable water supplies that in turn improve public health and enable economic growth. These water settlements end decades of controversy and provide certainty to tribes and to surrounding communities regarding access to water resources, which of course is paramount across the West. But that said, Indian water rights settlements are expensive. And that's largely because it costs a lot to build a new infrastructure to physically access and develop water rights so that there is actual wet water for tribal citizens. Several of the Indian water settlements we are considering authorize some mandatory funding, meaning that they're going to score. Congress has approved multiple settlements with mandatory funding in the past. I do worry this approach for settlements may be difficult to see through without a pay-for that's identified and attached. I also want to quickly mention some of the legislation I'm sponsoring. This is S719 on tribal forestry that will further the opportunities to achieve cross-boundary forest objectives with the Forest Service and the BLM, while strengthening self-determination by allowing tribes and ANCs to provide administrative, management, and other functions of the TFPA projects using 638 contracts. We also have S620 on public health veterinary services, which will bring spading and neutering to native villages to get a handle on rabies and other diseases that are endemic in communities in my state and on some of our reservations. And then S761 that establishes a commission on Indian boarding school policies. I think it's long past time that we bring truth and healing to our Native people and help end the intergenerational trauma associated with this legacy. So my thanks to all the colleagues who've worked on this issue to get us here, especially Senators Warren and Senator Schatz. We were so close at the end of last year to getting the bill done, and I think it needs to be a priority for us now. And with that, I'm going to turn over to Vice Chairman Schatz for any opening comments.